Chapter 1: The Rise of a Trusted Financial Star, 1960 to 1980. Bernard Lawrence Madoff was born on April 29, 1938, in New York. In 1960, he founded Bernard L. Madoff Investment Securities, LLC, starting as a small penny stock trading firm. Over the next 2 decades, Madoff became deeply embedded in Wall Street's elite circles. By the 1970s and 1980s, his firm was one of the largest market-making operations in the United States. He later served as chairman of NASDAQ, 1990 to 1993, a position that gave him enormous credibility. Regulators, banks, and wealthy investors trusted him. Few imagined that behind this respected image, one of the largest financial frauds in history was growing. Chapter 2: The Ponzi Scheme Nobody Detected, early 1990s through 2008. During the early 1990s, Madoff began operating a massive Ponzi scheme through his investment advisory business. He promised consistent annual returns of 10 to 12%, regardless of market conditions. Instead of investing client money, Madoff used funds from new investors to pay older ones, classic Ponzi mechanics. Fake account statements, fabricated trades, and secret internal systems hid the truth. Red flags existed: unrealistically steady returns, secretive operations, refusal to allow outside audits. Yet regulatory agencies failed repeatedly. Between 1992 and 2008, multiple complaints were ignored or poorly investigated. By December 2008, when financial markets collapsed, Madoff could no longer sustain the illusion. Chapter 3: Collapse and Arrest, December 2008. On December 10, 2008, Madoff confessed to his sons that his business was one big lie. The next day, December 11, 2008, he was arrested by federal authorities. Investigators later estimated that total false account balances, approximately $64.8 billion. Actual investor losses, approximately $17 to $20 billion. Thousands of individuals, charities, pension funds, and institutions were financially destroyed. Some victims lost life savings. Several committed suicide after the collapse. In June 2009, Madoff was sentenced to 150 years in prison, the maximum allowed. For years, Bernie Madoff was labeled the ultimate symbol of financial evil. Chapter 4: The Financial World After Madoff, 2010 to 2015. After Madoff, governments promised tighter regulation. New compliance rules, stronger reporting requirements, and more oversight were introduced. But something unexpected happened. Fraud didn't disappear. It scaled up. New technologies, global finance, cryptocurrencies, and complex derivatives created environments where deception could move faster, cross borders instantly, and hide behind algorithms. Scams became larger in reach, faster in execution, harder to trace. Madoff's fraud was centralized. Modern financial crimes became distributed and automated. Chapter 5: Mega Scandals That Followed, 2015 to 2022. Several modern scandals rival or exceed Madoff in scale. Wirecard, Germany, 2020. A major payment processor collapsed after discovering 1.9 billion euros missing. Executives had fabricated revenue and fooled auditors for years. 1MDB scandal, Malaysia, exposed 2015. Over $4.5 billion allegedly stolen from a sovereign wealth fund using global banking networks, shell companies, and luxury asset purchases. FTX cryptocurrency exchange, 2022. Founder Sam Bankman-Fried's exchange collapsed after misusing customer funds, with estimated losses in the tens of billions. Unlike Madoff's operation, these scandals were deeply tied to global institutions, political connections, and emerging technologies. Chapter 6: Why Madoff no longer stands alone. Madoff's crime was enormous, but it was simple. One man, one firm, one central scheme. Modern financial villains operate differently, using decentralized systems, exploiting regulatory gaps between countries, hiding behind complex corporate structures, leveraging digital anonymity. Today, entire networks rather than single individuals can orchestrate fraud. This shift makes accountability harder and damage potentially greater. Chapter 7: The Changing Face of Villainy. Bernie Madoff represented personal betrayal, a trusted figure deceiving clients. Modern financial crimes represent systemic exploitation, entire structures designed to profit from confusion, speed, and opacity. Victims today may not even know who harmed them. Losses occur through algorithmic trading manipulation, crypto collapses, hidden leverage, and shadow banking. In this sense, villainy has become less visible, but more powerful. Conclusion: a darker era than Madoff's. Bernie Madoff remains one of history's greatest fraudsters, but he may no longer be the biggest villain because today's financial crimes are more complex, more global, more technologically advanced. Madoff proved that trust can be weaponized. The modern world has proven something even more disturbing. Entire systems can become weapons. And unlike Madoff, many of today's financial villains may never face a courtroom.